Okay, thank you so much again for joining us today. Looks like we've got pretty much everybody logged into the call, so that was pretty quick. So thank you all for joining today. My name is April Dauzat. I'm the National Client Services Manager here at Classified Concepts. As you all know, the topic of today's webinar is to discuss garage sales and, of course, how to maximize revenue in such a fun and engaging area of your classifieds. We have an opportunity for Q&A at the end. I don't know that we're going to have time, but if we do, I'll certainly get to your questions. Please do send questions, folks. Go ahead and use your toolbar located on the right-hand side of your screen there under the GoToMeeting or the GoToWebinar toolbox. Send questions. I'll be happy to answer them. If we don't have time, I'll get back to you each on an individual basis. So let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, I want to make sure that everybody can see my screen, so please let me know. Someone sends in a message, send me a message or a chat if you can't see my screen properly, and I'll do my best to either slow things down or do whatever I need to do. So basically, before we really get started talking about the program and ways in which it can help you maximize your revenue, I want to just point out very quickly that this can be so much more than just garage sales. We have definitely some partners that have really kind of thought outside the box with this in terms of making it more of a community map. And so if this means in your market that you would like to incorporate farmers markets or bazaars, any kind of outdoor entertainment, things that basically mean outdoor fun, outdoor activities in a particular community or area. And we've had lots of luck in doing that. If you just want it to be garage sales, no problem. And in fact, that's what most of our partners do, is they just have garage sales, making it very simple for readers to engage in. But I want you to think about that as we sort of go through today, sort of thinking, hey, what do people love in our market? Some areas, they tie in winery locations, sort of stop in and take a look at some of these vineyards and things like that. And we've got lots of great things. So think about what that means to you. I want to start here with a quick stat. I'm not going to bore you folks with a lot of information. I know that a lot of you, just like myself, we try to stay ahead of the learning curve and what mobile really means in our market and what it should mean to us and to our advertisers. So for the first time ever, consumers in the U.S. are spending more time engrossed in mobile apps than they are browsing the web, even from their desktop PCs as well as their mobile devices. So mobile web is certainly being outused by mobile applications. And so that's a huge part of what we're going to talk about today. And all of you have the opportunity to play in this arena when you partner with Classified Concepts, whether it's for open houses or garage sales, new build communities, winery maps, whatever it is. As we walk through this stuff today, sort of imagine what it can be and how you can best utilize it. So our garage sale mobile application is the first thing that we're going to walk through. It is custom branded to meet your newspaper's needs. So everywhere that you see these, these custom or these garage sale images and Classified Concepts images, those are custom branded for you. So imagine that. So with the mobile application, users can view all of their nearby garage sale listings on a map, just like you see here. They can also search from a list of local sales and sort of thumb through a list if they prefer to sort of browse that way. Users can search for garage sales by keywords, open day, city, proximity to their location. And garage sale listings can include things like, full descriptions, photos, location, seller contact information. Also, we are all about time savers, and I think you know that your readers are as well. So turning on the alert notification is going to allow the user to be notified if a new garage sale becomes available that meets their search preferences. So if they're looking for tools and they search for it and they don't see anything perhaps, they're going to get an alert back that's going to say to them, we've got tools, check out this particular garage sale, and that helps, of course, get that foot traffic to your advertiser store. keeping very sort of, I hate to say simple because it's really not simple technology, but basically including a simple Google Map interface because users, I say simple because I think users know how to use this functionality, very simple functionality in terms of turn-by-turn driving directions and all of that sort of good stuff. Also, another time saver is the ability to save garage sales to your to the user's list of favorites. So they don't have to thumb through, you know, and say, gosh, where was that garage sale? What was that I was looking at? They can save to favorites, log back in, or I should say launch their mobile application again, and then they can click on the star button, look at those favorites, and view just the list of those that are marked as favorites. When it comes to advertising and promotion for your mobile application, we definitely suggest keeping it simple. This is just a snapshot here of our partner at Billings Gazette. Just basically, you know, very, very simple stuff, guys. We make it easy when it comes to marketing this because we supply you with a text code that users can text to 52732. They're going to receive a link then to download the mobile application. So our technology automatically identifies the type of device that the user's on and then walks them through the download process. So whether they're an iOS, you know, iPhone or iPad device, or they're a Google, you know, an Android type device. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're BlackBerry. It doesn't matter if they're a Windows phone. They're going to get what we call our simple version. It doesn't have all of the bells and whistles, but they definitely get content that's valuable to them. So virtually usable on all mobile devices. So included with the mobile application is a companion online locator map, and so I'm going to quickly walk you through that. Here's a screenshot of the user experience when they set their search criteria. They hit search. In this particular instance, the user was looking for furniture. This is what they get back. They get back a mapping component that shows all the different pins or locations that meet their search preferences. In this case, we've expanded on location number 40. And you can see that there's some very general description there. The user can go ahead and just take a look at that general description. They can also click on details and get expanded text, photos, all of that great stuff. They can email the listing out, share it with family and friends, also quickly send to a cell phone, sharing it. And then they can also get driving directions very simply from this particular box. Also another time saver, the ability to remember the shopper's last search results, just sort of giving users that we know what you're here to look for, Mr. Reader, and you're welcome back anytime. Here's a tool that I really, really like. Basically, the user can go ahead, they set their search criteria, and if nothing becomes available, what that means to them is that you're not a resource to them, right? That to them means, gosh, I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to go on Craigslist and look. I'm going to go to a competitor's website and look, what have you. Well, you and I both know, I mean, that really could just be because they're looking for furniture on a Monday, and you don't start getting your garage sale ads maybe until later in the week, maybe Wednesday or Thursday for the weekend paper and online edition. So what users do is they leave. Well, this basically says, hey, we know what you came to look for. Enter your email address or your mobile phone number, and then we're going to notify you when something becomes available that you've shown interest in that meets your search criteria. So very cool technology, bringing them back to the site when you could have lost them perhaps to a competitor. In terms of driving directions, we make it very simple. The technology automatically saves the user's last start address, which they can reset very easily at any time. The ability to send driving directions to an email or cell phone. So again, it's all about sharing. It's about, maybe I send it to my husband, hey, I found that set of golf clubs you were interested in. Meet me here after work. Let's go check out this garage sale or what have you. Select multiple garage sales and receive those multi-stop driving directions, just simply because most people want to hit up more than just one garage sale. Excuse me. Displays total distance and approximate drive time. So just for the planners out there, gives them sort of an idea as to when they might be back home. So let's talk the bottom line. When it comes to the mobile application, you can see that there is a 320 by 44 banner there so that you can incorporate sponsorship. Tony Subs is our fictitious sponsor, and I want to tell all of you that, thinking outside the box in terms of sponsorships has really been beneficial for our newspaper partners, I should say our multimedia partners. Basically, things that have to do with outside, weekend errands, whether it's eating, stopping and getting gas, running any type of errands, going to the grocery store, anything like that. So used to be a day when all of our sponsors for garage sales were things like, ARC thrift stores or, things like consignment shops. And that's still very, very popular. But when it comes to folks using their mobile device and being out around town, you want to sort of try to capture, okay, what are they going to be in need of? And how can we reward the user for using our mobile device? And in this case, we're rewarding the user with buy one, get one on a sub sandwich. So, of course, they're going to go ahead and they're going to stop in Tony Subs and take advantage of that offer. Another great component here is that the user, in this particular screenshot, you can see that the green pins represent garage sales. The red pins represent Tony Subs locations. So the user can actually add the Tony Subs location that's nearest to them to their route. And so then they can get directions to that Tony Subs, take advantage of that offer, and then get driving directions to go about their garage sailing. So lots of great features to incorporate sponsorship within the mobile device. When it comes to generating revenue from this type of component, you want to definitely make sure that you're charging anywhere from about $5 to $10, for advertisers to be included online and on the app. I mean, that's the average that we see. Of course, your markets are all individual, and so you want to definitely, try to figure out, what your market can withstand in terms of an additional fee. But it's very important to bundle this into your current garage sale program, and of course, build that critical mass that's necessary to be the destination for garage sales. If I download your mobile application because I'm a huge garage saler, I love this is fun for me, and I don't see that there's a lot of garage sales within your mobile app, perhaps that's just because you're upselling it. So your entire list of sales are not within my mobile app. That's not beneficial to me. And I'm going to get rid of this mobile application because I've got 50 other options out there in terms of fun mobile apps to put on my phone. So also remembering that the greatest opportunity for that high ROI is through selling the sponsorships. And so we'll continue and just sort of talk about what that means. In terms of the online component, there are sponsorship opportunities. This is a screenshot of our basic iframe. You can customize this iframe. You can use the exact type iframe that you see here. This is our basic look and feel. So up where it says the Times Gazette, that can be custom, obviously, based on your needs, custom branding. You can, if your sponsor's Tony Subs, heck, you can call this the Tony Subs garage sale map, or, so another branding opportunity for your sponsor there. Also, selling sponsorship positions that you see below. So we've got the skyscraper positions, we've got banner positions there for you to take advantage of. Also, you can see that we've got featured ads. Now, you can upsell into the featured ad space. This I would suggest as being an actual upsell, so for an additional, an option. So for an additional $2 or $3, Mr. Advertiser, would you like to be within our featured listing? Basically, the user gets the opportunity to incorporate a photo. They get Premier Real Estate within, on the page. Also, their listing falls higher within the search results below. So within the list, they're always going to get, they're always going to fall higher within the column. So also, don't forget to plot your sponsor on the map. We kind of talked already about the value in doing that so that you can incorporate sponsors so folks know, hey, there's a, oh, great, I can see down below with it in the skyscraper position, the Quickie Mart there, they're giving away, a free soda when I fill up on gas, or whatever the case might be. And then up top, I can see that, oh, there's going to be quite a few Quickie Marts within my route or sort of in the area that I'm going to be looking, and so that's very helpful to me. When it comes to print, of course, we're all focused so heavily on the digital side, but it really is important. And this is a Burrell Associates study that, I was reading, and it just basically states that, print advertising remains critical, and it's really expected to represent 80% of total revenues in the foreseeable future. So just remembering that the print component is very powerful as well. It tends to be also where you can leverage quite a bit of your sponsorship dollars. So The newspaper on the left, I've got just a couple of examples here, and this is really just to show you that we customize your program totally based on your needs. So the rummage sale locator map on the left-hand side, you know, they've got a couple of different large maps, one inset map there highlighting a particular area of town. Also, you can see that they've incorporated a used car dealership. Very, very popular. Obviously, if you're willing to shop consignment in one category, chances are the reader, the user, is willing to shop consignment in another category, and that's going to mean autos. So really, really great to think outside the box and incorporate your other classified advertisers as well. When it comes to the paper on the right, I sort of wanted to include this one just because they've got so many inset maps, just to let you know that if you're wanting to highlight different areas of town, we can do that. Obviously, our parent company is maps.com, and so we do maps, and we can certainly help you out with covering the areas that mean the most and can bring the most revenue to you and for you. So beneath the maps there, you can see that they sort of incorporate a coupon corner, incorporating things like your consignment shops, you know, 20% off, a particular item, and so they've incorporated multiple sponsors. And that's the idea, folks, is there's so much value in these programs that you can incorporate multiple sponsors, whether it's the online component, print component, even the mobile component. You can absolutely do that. So another component I want to talk to you about, and when it comes to print, is the fact that we have a text-in program. So folks can go ahead and text a particular code that we provide and that we work with you on, and when they text that in, they get additional description. So it goes from being a print product to, of course, a multimedia product very easily. Folks can go ahead and get full garage sale description. They can also see multiple photos then. They can get turn-by-turn driving directions. All of those great things from print to mobile. When it comes to sponsorships, I know that our marketing piece to you folks was talking about, you know, how do you make money off of this, and how have others made money off of this? Well, we kind of talked about all of the opportunities to do that, but what we also do is we work with you to supply you with real ideas, a real plan on, you know, how can I sell this, and how much can, you know, do people usually sell this piece for, and how much revenue does this actually yield? So when it comes to sponsorships, we help you with that. And here's, I'm not going to actually talk through this right now, but if you do you know, need this information or request it at a later date, we absolutely have lots of case studies, examples, things that we share with you. And part of my job, the main part of my job, is to make sure that you folks are making money off of this program and that you know how. Also, garage sales happens to be one of those categories that you can make really, really fun and engaging. This is a category that contests happen to work very well in, and so I always share, you know, contest ideas and just kick off ideas